What up, YouTubers? It's going on. It is 8:30. We've got about 5 seconds till the market opens. And ding, 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 there is the market bell. How's it going? This is Options Millionaire OM, or Andrew, in other words. And currently looking at this gap up overnight after this big dump yesterday morning. If you saw my pre-market video, you saw that, we answered the question as to why we popped back up. And we're going to go over it a little bit today. Right now, I'm kind of getting into the charts here, currently looking at June 25th, 419 calls and the 414 puts. And I'll post those here in the room, and then I'll throw it up on the watch list here. But we're going to shake out, see how things work out, and try to carry on the momentum from last week. Stand by while I post this watch list here. June 25th, 419 calls. June 25th, 414 puts. There you go. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, Bob saw the screenshot of the video for me. I appreciate that. If you're listening here, let me jump in the Patreon chat. What up, Patreoners? What's going on? Joining in on the fun right now. All right, so a little bit shaking and baking. We've got this big green followed by a big red. I'm going to keep on the 1 minute chart here until we get a few minutes in. Then I'll switch over to the 3 minute. Let me go to the double charts here. Let's go. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. Let's take a look around the market at the moment. Let's see here. QQQ is down 0.2. The bonds are down almost a full percentage point there. Energy's up. XLB is up. Financial sector's up half a point. And VIX right now is chug-a-lugging. Currently at 2019 on the volatility. So we need to keep a look on that. That's actually concerning. We pop that again. I'll jump into some puts here. QQQ is taking a bit of a dip right here. Let's see where things go. All right, VIX is there sideways. SPY is taking a little bit of red there. The VIX is up. So if you notice, here, let me bring this back up here. I'm all over the place this morning. All right, SPY is on top here. All right, if you notice, you got this huge gap down, or gap up, because what happened is you had this huge sell volume on Friday. That is one-sided. So what it does is create this vacuum of orders. The buyers step in and bring it right back up to market value. Because all day long on Friday, you saw that the buyers and sellers set a market value. They both agreed that the price was around this level. Now, into the close on Friday, people took risk off, sold the positions. Now the buyers step in, bring it right back. That's what this was. Now we have a gap up. The question is, do we fill that gap back down to 413.78? And that's the question I have in my mind. That's why I am not playing a position right now. I'm going to let things shake out and tell me where to go. All right, I'm currently looking at, what did I say? I said the June 25th 419 calls, and then the June 25th 414 puts. I'll do an appropriate SPX trade. I'm going to be trading SPX a lot more as well because I'm tired of getting waylaid with commission fees. E-Trade won't bring me down to where I want to on the negotiations for commissions. So I'll be trading a lot more SPX. However, I'm still going to be posting SPY trades, and I'll still be posting SPY just in smaller position sizes. And I'll be trading bigger. I'll be trading the commensurate SPX trades as well. So thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. Toasty Spy, Leafy Street, Henny, what's going on, man? How you doing? Make sure you hit that notification bell if you're not getting notifications. I've heard that happen before. They were. What's up, Chief? How's it going, man? Bob Lablaw. Yeah, it is. So volatility's on the bottom. The VIX, the Qs has got a big old red candle right here on the VIX. SPY seems to be doing the same thing. We're watching there. All of tech, look at tech, man. All of tech right here is a smoking bloody red. 0.62, 0.17, 0.53 for Amazon. Of course, today's the first day of Amazon Prime Day, which is expected to blow it out of the water, even considering how high it was in the fall. And now we're going to have an even bigger Prime Day, they say. So be on the lookout for some volatility in Amazon when they start posting numbers. I would probably say in a couple of weeks they'll post some Prime numbers. We'll see what they do. Everyone predicted Amazon, including myself, to go over 4,000 in the spring after they posted those numbers in the fall. Obviously, that didn't happen. I think we topped out in the 3,600 range. So be on the lookout for Amazon with some numbers coming with Prime Day. Half those numbers might be coming from me. We love Prime at our house. All right, SPY is currently right here. I'm going to switch over to the 3-minute chart. Right there. That's what it looks like on the 3. And if y'all don't remember, if you didn't watch the video, let's take a look at the 1-year chart. I want to show you a little something, something. See that big old red line? That's the 50 MA. Where are we? We're right below that 50 MA. Last time we were at the 50 was down here on May 19th, and then another one May 12th, and of course, May 25th. And what happened on March 25th? I'm sorry, March 25th, we started the big bull rally. We're just never-ending buying, risk-off call buying for about a month, all the way until April 16th. So curious to see where we'll go after today. I just want to make some money. Let's go back to the daily chart. Someone's hot mic there on the Patreon chat, by the way. If someone can mute their mic, that would be great. Here we go. Turn off the log. And I'm going to go to the 3-minute chart. All right, just taking a look here. All right, got the screen forming here right at the bottom of this volume node from the volume profile, bouncing off this 416 level and back up. And I'm curious to see how much will it take to pop this upper 416, lower 417 level. This is where we trekked all day on Friday. And obviously, we couldn't bust it in pre-market trading. And couldn't bust it very much on Friday. We went up above it a little bit here, 417.20s. And we just couldn't pop it. So it's going to be very, very tight this morning, unless I see some volatility pop it through. Appreciate y'all being here. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe to this channel and the video so you can get further notifications on all content and notification for all live streams, just like this when you're reading that you're watching now. Tech is dumping hard. Amazon's down 1.5. They were just, wow, look at that dump on Amazon. It might be time to take some puts on SPY. What's XLF doing? This keeps up. I'm thinking puts. So XLF popped is right there. It's going up. XLK is just getting destroyed. Qs are getting destroyed right now. Volatility is increasing here. If it pops up, and we're going to get some downside here in the SPY arena. So stay on the lookout for that. The big green candle just got wicked out here. Got a little bit of doji forming. Phone's going nuts here. I had to turn the vibrating off. It's driving me nuts. Somebody's still hot mic'd in the Patreon chat. Let's see if we can get that muted. I think that's, let's see here. There we go. All right. Had to mute you for you. I apologize. Getting distracting. All right. A little green forming here on the SPY right there. I want to zoom out a little bit to the 1-month chart and just look at levels. I want to start determining levels. 1 month, look at this. Huge gap right here from the 421 all the way down to 416. That's on the 1-month chart. Let's take it to 3-month. You can see the volume levels here on the 3-month is 419.55, which, as I said, is our upper level of resistance. If we come on the upside, this is where we're going to start seeing resistance. It's 419.55 level. And then, of course, we're right here at the volume low where we chopped along on Friday. Hey, I got to do the, here we go. Yeah, I muted him manually in there. I just don't know if that'll help for y'all. It helps. It muted for me, but okay. Send him a DM, see if it gets that. All right, SPY is trading sideways at the moment on the 1 minute. I'm going to switch to the 3. There's that green candle here, and I'll be watching the EMAs. Right now, they're all sandwiched in, trading sideways here. I'm not taking a position yet till I see some volatility one way or the other. Volatility is kind of on the upswing here, but we'll see where that goes. Qs are on the dip at the moment. Let's go back to the 1-day chart. Switch to the 3. Right there, don't want this. And there we go. So possibly blob, possibly. I'm so used to saying blob, blah, blah. I just threw a L in your blob. I was like, blob. Eh. All right, so really focusing on the VIX here. I want to see how the VIX plays out here. VIX is trading sideways now, 23.3. Qs right now are at 340. See if we get a bounce off of that. Let's see if the VIX can play out. SPY is currently trading sideways at the moment. Big red candle fell off the bat. And then we got this little dojis getting wicked out here, trading sideways right on the point of control at the 416.30. This is on the 3-minute chart. And we had trouble, once again, busting that upper 416 level. Upper the 416 is going to be big support, big resistance here. Next, MMA Watch, that's right. Yeah, if y'all are new to the channel, please hit that like button. Like, subscribe. That helps me grow. That helps reach other people. That's the goal here, is to reach and educate people how to do this game properly. How to do it properly. All right, so Q's getting a little green right there. SPY is still trading flat. I'm going to switch to the 5-minute, kind of zoom out here, figure out what's going on. I'm going to extrapolate this a little bit. Right off the POC, 416.64 on the POC on the 5-minute chart. Bouncing right off in the 8 EMA, and the EMAs are currently stacked. 8's on top, 21's in the middle, 34's in the bottom. It's not necessarily a good sign, but we'll see. They're all bunched up pretty tight in a close range. We'll see what's going on. Interesting day. Tomorrow, J-Pal speaks. I posted that in the newsroom, so we'll see what he's going to talk about. It seems to be he wants to talk about the corona crisis. We'll see if he wants to continue to keep the printer on, if he wants to use more words like transitory, which we all know is a bunch of nonsense, but it is what it is. There's a reason why he's in that position. Green candle right up here. Let's see if we can test these upper levels again to see what's going on. So I'm doing the, as I've already announced, but y'all have known, is I'm doing the 1 to 25K challenge. I was going to use TOS on that, but I have never even used them before, and they already make me mad because they won't deposit my funds. So, having said that, I'm just going to throw $1,000 into my Webull account that I've already got open, and I'll use that one for the $1 to $25,000 account. Plus, it's less commissions. So, we'll see what happens with that. I think it's going to go very well. I'm excited to get that rolling and show y'all, without question, that you can take $1,000 and turning it into 25 grand. It may take 6 months, may take a year, may take a year and a half, but you can do it. And I want to show y'all precisely that it can be done without refute. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully we can get that rolling this week, next week, and have some fun with that. SPY is currently up here. Qs are climbing at the moment. Big green candle on the Qs. XLK is doing the same. XLF, big red candle there with a little green mixed in. Tech is all down big time. Are we buying puts or calls? Yes, we are buying both puts and calls. I went 20 for 23 last week. It was a fantastic week. I think it was one of the most profitable weeks I've had since, in terms of percentage gain on positions, since in November. It was incredible. Trying to keep that momentum going. All right, so upper 416 level proves once again to be concrete. This is the second time it's rejecting that level on this green candle. And see what happens. We'll see what happens. If y'all are in the Discord, or if you're not in the Discord, join. If you are and you're not part of the Patreon account, exciting news. Me and Veteran Exotics, if y'all know Veteran, he is a fantastic trader. Probably, absolutely the most profound and the most experienced trader in this entire Discord. He makes even me look like a child. We are going to be teaming up. He's going to be offering his analytics for the Patreon exclusive chat room. So be on the lookout for that. If y'all have any questions for him, he'll be happy to answer those questions in the Patreon exclusive chat. So just another thing to give back to y'all. Those who so generously contributed to the community, to support the community. Just he's donating a little bit of his time to give back to y'all. So I appreciate that. Hopefully I can provide some value to y'all and give you something that you need. All right, so a big red candle on the SPY. The Qs are got a little red there, so things are looking a little heavy at the moment. VIX, what's the VIX wanting to do? VIX is kind of dipped a little bit right there. Got a little green candle there. So SPY can't break this top level. All right, big doji right there, man. That red candle was bought right back up, so we got to be careful. We're at this upper range, this 417, upper 416, 417 level. We need to break that if we want to continue to go up. Otherwise, we're going to have either this very tight range sideways today, or we're going to bounce to the downside. All right, another green candle here. Let's take a look at the VIX. What's this doing? The VIX has got a little red here. Now the VIX has got this 20 level. They keep bouncing somewhere around this 20. Last on Friday, it was trading in this range here. So we need the VIX to form its bounds and see how we can play that. The Q right now is getting this little chop here at the bottom of their candles. And then, of course, SPY is right at the top here. I'm curious to see where things go from here. Toasty Spy, no, you should be right here. Right here. Not all the stuff, Devry. Not all the stuff. He'll be doing one overview, but everything else, all the details will be in the Patreon. All right, right here. 4 green candles in a row right through the POC. I'm going to switch to the 5 and look at the EMAs. All right, so the EMAs are stacked on the 5. We got the 8 on top, 21 in the middle. We're currently right on VWAP. Let's go to the 3. Big green candle on the 3, right at this level. Nice, QQQ. 5% and out. The overall sentiment, it all depends, man. It all depends. You know, I don't like to necessarily form predictions, especially on Monday mornings, but it all depends because right now the volume profile is very telling. Right now we've got strong resistance at like 417.58 on the POC. That's on the 1-year chart. It's going to be hard to pop that. We don't have necessarily. I mean, we've already gone up twice to all-time highs and rejected it twice, and now we're coming back down, and we're currently trading in this little area, which we're in this part all day Friday. So if volatility comes in the market, you have to look at where the volumes are. Right now, we bounced off that 414 level. 415.68 is a strong support, and we're hovering just around a little bit above it right now. If we go down the downside, the 415.68 will prove to be a sticking point. So if you drop below it, I think 414, 412, 413 will come into play. And then, of course, on the upside here, I'll be looking to see how we react to the 417.58 level. But we have about 10 minutes until the ranges form. I'm going to go ahead and stick a line on the what should be the bottom, unless we get some changes. Yeah, we're going green. XLF on the uptrend here. The Qs kind of on this little upswing here. Amazon appears to be getting a bounce. Tech is getting a bounce, but we want to watch for the dump. Make sure this is not a bull trap. All right, let's take a look at the VIX. VIX is down. All right, so right here, key point. If we fall below this, we're going to see a lot more green come into the SPY. This is a key level that we had in pre-market hours here. So see if we can get a bounce off of that. Otherwise, we're going to start looking at Friday's ranges way down here. If it falls down there, you're going to see a green day, possibly a trend day upwards coming to SPY. But we'll see. We'll see. That's a big ask. That's a big ask. I think we're going to reject this level. I still think we're going down. That's the thing. I still think we're going down. This 416, this whole 417-ish level, 420 level has been a hard sticking point, and we've been bouncing off of it all day on Friday. We couldn't pop it. We've got definitely a weakness in the market. All the FAANG is red. XLF is what's propping things up right now, and I think it's going to roll. And I might start scaling into some puts here, especially as I think we're going to get a bounce off the VIX. So that's going to be my first play probably. And the VIX is sold off pretty aggressively, which is that, and the XLF is what's propping up this SPY. That's just what I'm feeling at. And so if we take a look at the volume here, the volume is slowly decreasing. If you slowly decreasing, so you can kind of start to see this stuff start going downward. Currently at 417.85, we've just beasted right through all those levels. See where it goes next. You grab call side. Nice, Laughlin. Very cool. Nice, Chief. Nice. So a ton of green coming in SPY here. We bounce off this 415.96 and all the way up now to 417.96. A $2 move right off of these pre-market lows. Just absolutely ripping at the moment. Alrighty. All right, so the EMAs, we're currently stacked above, bouncing off the ADMAs here on the 3. Let's go to the 5. 5 is doing the same. And Q's down here. Man, just beasting the Q's. So start some green starting to roll into tech, Facebook, Microsoft there. Amazon is going a huge green move upwards. So things are looking up at the moment. We are 5 minutes from forming our morning ranges here. All right, what's the VIX doing? VIX is starting to get a bounce off this levels. I am going to enter some puts here. I think we're going to get a bounce off this. I'm going to take some puts just off the VIX. Standby 1. All right, 414 puts right here. That's a $3 move. Let me see here. See you can get in here. I'm looking at the June 23rd, 414 puts. Right there, ejecting that level again. We already ejected this once right there. The VIX, I think we might get a bounce. Q's right here. Hold on, let me see. Get my order form up right there. Good to go. Good to go. What's the VIX doing? Let me verify the VIX. June 25th, 414s. All right, so I'm feeling puts here. I've got them loaded up here, and I'm just waiting for this to see how the VIX loads up. If I start to see a bounce off this point of control here on the VIX, I will take some puts and ride this down. I don't necessarily see this going higher because the next volume node here up is 421.95, which would be an absolute beast of a move. I am waiting a little bit longer, Harlem. I am. Yes, fatal intentions. I'm looking at puts on the SPY. Puts on the SPY. Q's right now is about to break even on the day here. Let's see how they do. All right, VIX right now is currently right down the POC now. All right, I am going to test some puts right here. And it's going to be the June 25th 414 puts. And I am in... See if I can get filled here. All right, I'm in at 178. I'm going to take some puts here. If I can find the right room. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, nice. I got 176 filled. Sweet. All right, I'm in at 176 here. And let me post this in the room. 176. And I'm watching for this bounce off the VIX. I'm playing the VIX play here, so. Boom. So the Qs right now, right there, they're starting to reject their upper range. The XLF right now is starting to level out. The VIX wants to get a bounce off this POC and head upward here. And the SPY right there is at the top of this range. We got 4 minutes till we start to form our morning ranges. June 25th, 414 puts. Boom, right there. Nicely done, nicely done.
Got it.
All right, all right.
DJ Roomba.
June 25th. Oh, sorry, I already read that question. Yep. So right here is what I'm waiting for. Right here on the XLF is trading sideways. The Qs right now are right at break-even point, and the VIX needs to get a bounce right here. DJ Roomba, that's right, but that's right, Bob. Hey, DJ Roomba. Right at the 9 o'clock, of course, my time. All right, I'm going to switch out to the 3-minute chart and figure out what's going on here. Right here, we're at the 418.17 level. And I want to kind of zoom out to see where these prices are being manipulated at, which levels they're bouncing around. Volatility is shaking out right here. We need a bounce off of Friday's levels, which is what I'm playing. All right, I want to zoom out to the 1 month here. Take a look. I know we already looked at this once this morning. There's not much here in terms of a volume profile. Pretty much big vacuum right there. Take a look at the 6 month right here. And we're right here. We got this little bit of volume node at 417.93. And then not much else until about 418.70. So we're almost to that little resistance point. We'll see what happens there. One day right here. Let's go to the 3-minute. Oh yeah. All right, VIX fully dropped now to this level. Got a little green forming here. We'll see if we can get a bounce off of that. And let's see where we go from there. All right, one more minute until we form the morning ranges. Here, I'm going to go ahead and take this level and get ready to form this range. I've also got the morning session range dots right there. Right here, SPY. Boom. Very nice, Hank. Well done. Killing it. Killing it. What is that line on the VIX? That's just a support line there. I know that looks like the point of control line, which I don't have it on the VIX, so I don't know why it's there, but it's a good indication of where support is. So right now, XLF is currently beasting right now, which I think is what's helping support Q or the SPY sector, because Qs are trading flat after this big growth right now. We're trading at break even, getting a little red forming. XLK is doing the same. And tech had a little bit of rebound here. They're pretty much mixed bag. 0.11, negative 1.13, 0.457 on the Microsoft. So all right, all right, all right. 418.49 right here. And then looking for the VIX. What the VIX doing right now? Right at that level. I'm just waiting for this bounce right at this point of control level and see where we go from there. All right, morning range is now officially set. I'm going to set the top line right there. All right. There's our morning range. We're currently set, what is it? 418.51 to 415.93, which that's a pretty hefty range. It's about $2.50. So I'm gonna, oh, that's too much. I don't want that wide. There we go. Actually needs to go right there. So see VIX right here. VIX has got a little green forming right there. The Qs trading flat after this big recovery. This little V recovery currently trading flat. XLK is there. XLF is uptrending there. Bonds are down with a little green right there. All right, so SPY is currently right there to see how we go. Shaking and baking. Shaking and baking. So bonds there getting a bid. What's the VIX doing? VIX is still right here. And it's still falling here. So if the VIX continues to fall and we don't get a bid, I'll close these babies out. But that's the play. I'm down about 10% right now on these puts, give or take. And just waiting to see if we get this reversal back into the range, of course. and see if we get a bounce off the VIX. So things are looking definitely bullish at the moment. I was playing that VIX bounce. Didn't get it just yet. And just see how we move here. Yeah, 415 puts from Friday. Yeah, those are hurting right now if you're holding those. Ton of strength in the SPY after it bounced off this 415, what is it, 93 level, was the pivot. And still heading back up. Volume is decreasing, though, on this downtrend here. So we'll see how this thing plays out. VIX is still falling. Maybe, Greg. Maybe. We'll see. There's not much volume right now. We had this little bit of volume come up, and now things are dying off right here. And y'all know I don't trust high levels at no volume. We'll see how this plays out. I'm okay hanging on to a 10% loss at the moment. It's not egregious. It's only 10%. Now I'm just waiting to see if we can get some green in the VIX here, shake out this morning thing, and see if we can bounce back into this range. So Q's right now trading flat. Amazon starting to give back some of their gains. They were down 1.79% at one point. They've got back up here, and now they're starting to fall again. So be careful on the tech there. Apple, everything, all of Apple's charts look exactly the same. You can just like copy and paste them under each ticker. So Tesla's down big, of course. Always count on Tesla to bring in volatility. Netflix is down big. And of course, let's see, Q's are right here. XLF is on this nice little upward trend. And then the VIX. Got a little green form in here. Yeah, Amazon is a prime week play. Yeah, we'll see how they form. I tried to play the Amazon Prime back in the fall, thinking I'd try to put long-term plays, thinking we'd get a little action here in the fall once they announce the numbers. But then, of course, Amazon didn't do well in December. So, all right, Qs are starting to fall off here. Be careful where in tech because Amazon is starting to dip down and Qs is starting to follow suit here. A little bit of red form in the SPY. We'll see what happens there. And then the VIX. Maybe we find it's starting to get a little bit bounce here on this point of control, or what seems to be the point of control. There's no on there, but we'll see what happens. All right, a little bit of green here, forming of the VIX. SPY is right at the top of the range here. These puts are currently trading for what, $1.63 each right now, down to what, I don't know, a little less than 10%, like 80%. Just waiting, just waiting. Need to do take a look at the Titan flow. Let's see how the orders are shaking out here in the Titan flow. Low volume here on the Titan flow in terms of contracts. All right, another green here. Just bought up that red candle here. I'm going to give this about another 10 minutes, and I'm losing patience with these puts, and I'll close these babies out. If I don't get the move I want, I'll give you a few more minutes here. All right, let's take a look. What percentage am I down on these puts? Let me look. Let me look. 14% on these things. 14%. I'm just being patient with these a little bit, letting this thing play out. Can contract prices vary from broker to broker? For some reason, my contracts got filled much higher than yours, and I bought at the same time. I think so, yeah. I think there is some lag between different brokers, which is like Robinhood. I think you get higher fills, bad fills. I've never used Robinhood, so yeah. Would I consider adding my position? No, I don't. I would say 99% of the time I do not average down. I don't like to do that. It forms bad habits. It forms bad habits. All right, so currently right here, 418.57, right at the top of the range. VIX is right here. A lot of stagnation, a little bit of oscillation at these levels. And to see, Qs are starting to roll. Amazon's back down again. Wow. Interesting, for sure. All right, so interesting levels. VIX is starting to round up here. And this is what I've been looking for. It's just taking a few minutes to actually start playing out. Let's see if we can actually get a dip here on the SPY. That's why I'm holding on to these babies, because things are starting to break down. Qs are starting to break down. XLK is starting to break down. And this is what I'm looking for. I just wanted to follow through. Right now, we're stuck to the top of this range. It's not pulling off of it. I will not tolerate too much higher levels at the SPY. If I see this break much higher, I'll go ahead and close this crap. And we'll reevaluate. But things are breaking down at the moment. Amazon's giving back its morning bounce. Apple has got this little red forming here. So we'll just take a look, keep an eye on things. Tesla's taking a beating. They're down 2% this morning. 2% this morning. VIX got a little green. And let's start taking a look at the EMAs too. Let's go back to the Qs there. Let's go back to the SPYs. Super low volume. All right. So EMAs right now, 8 and 21's up here. right on the EMA is trading flat at the moment, just trading sideways, right on the upper range. XLF is absolutely beasting. That's what's holding the SPY up because tech is rolling hard. XLF is right now is just going up and up and up. So that seems to be providing the strength that SPY needs to hold this up. So we will see what happens. All right, so this thing is hugging the top of the range right now, bouncing off the 8 upwards. If we come up here, it'll start to form what a trend day, which is no good, obviously, for the put. So, like I said, if it starts getting a little higher here, I won't tolerate too much more of that, and I'll close these puts. Get out of this and move on. But I'm just kind of waiting to see where this consolidation goes. Like I'm waiting for this VIX to kind of pop. It's rounding off right here at the bottom of these levels. You just want to be patient. You just want to be patient. It's barcoding right now. They got these wicks forming in and out. Volume is dying off. If tech looks weak, but rest of SPY going strong, would this have been a good time to do puts on Q? Yes. All right, there's a 3-minute and there's the 5-minute. Looking bullish on both time frames for sure. So just looking for that reversal. Big resistance right here, of course. And let's go out to the 1 month and let's play this out. All right, so we're currently at this beginning of June levels. That's where we were kind of trading in this chop there. That's where we're at now. And that's where we got this sticking point right here. So one day. This little oscillation forming right here doesn't want to go anywhere. This is little low volume stuff forming right there. There's a 3-minute. All right, so here's the SPY. All right, SPY is breaking out a little bit here. Just pop the session high again. A few more minutes. All right, stand by. I'm going to close this crap. VIX is still selling off. SPY is still up. And down to 147 on these puts. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this upward trend. It's sticking not only to the top of the range, but on top of the upper range, which I do not like in terms of puts here. I didn't get the bounce I wanted for the VIX to bring this down, and XLF is just too strong. It's propping up SPY, and the VIX has got this sideways stuff. It's selling off in here in the sideways, but it's just not enough weakness to bring down the SPY. So 418.98. That's where we are right now. About to hit this 419 level, and we are above. Let's see here. We're above trading session from Friday, coming up on the 419.33 level from that bounce there we took on Thursday. Man, the strength in XLF is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to close these babies out right now. All right, I'm at 140. 140 on these things right now. So not a good way to start the week, but hey, playing the plate. I'm happy with it. So let's see where this thing goes here. See if XLF continues this beast mode. This is going to carry the Qs high or the SPY higher. We'll see what happens. XLK, sorry, XLF right now here. So in the event, I just don't want to continue upside here. If it does break down and I do fulfill my thesis, I'll just re-enter the puts. But I don't want to continue let this climb and go further and further. So I took the play, lost, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see. Right now, the Qs are currently on the increase. There's the XLK and XLF. Still beasting, still beasting. Alrighty. There's the Qs right there. All right, so volume is decreasing here, and it's heading up. It's heading up. Amazon is doing this little W movement. SPY is right now, it's 419.34. 419.50 is what I'll be looking at as in terms of a upward support or upward resistance. If we pop that, it could get a little hairy. All right, take a look. So Q down here, Q's getting a good bounce. Let's see if they can actually break through their session highs and continue on up. VIX right now is just down, down, down. It's fallen from 1989 all the way down to 1871. It's now below their Friday ranges. So curious to see where VIX will go if that continues to fall. It'll definitely bring in a trend day for the SPY, and we'll take some calls. So we'll see. I'm just setting things up here, looking around here, just take a look, seeing what the next play is going to be. All right, 419.34. Now we have that 419.50 support resistance level. We're almost there. It could manifest this right itself right here, and we'll see what's going to happen. So I just want to take a look around. Let's look at the 1 month. Still right there, no man's land. Huge green candles here on the 1 month chart. 3 month. And there is where I got that 419.50 level. It's actually 419.56. And we're almost there to it. We're almost there to it. Right now on the 6 month chart, we're almost to the point of control, which is that 419.60 right there. See if we can bounce off that. All right, let's look at the 3. Man, it's looking still crazy bullish here. And now it's starting to flipping into the trend day analysis. So the Qs are starting looking up XLF right there. Qs are just beasting. And VIXs is continuing to fall. And we're right there. We just popped through that point of control there on the 1 year. And we've got it from 415.90, or what was that? That 416 level all the way up to the almost to the 420 level. So that's $4 move. Almost a $4 move. All right. There's the Q still getting strong, up and up. XLK is following suit there. Amazon is getting their second bounce of the day. Let's see what they can do. And be watching out for a call entry if we do continue on with this trend day stuff. And I'm going to reevaluate my call entry here. Let's look for, take a look at the Greeks. I'm going to do 422s, June 25th, 422s. VIX still deciding wants to fall. And here we go. Q's right at that point of control. All right, 3 minutes starting to cool in the squeeze, Momo. There's a 5-minute chart there. Still looking very much bullish on the 5-minute, increasing. No signs of stopping on the 5, way above the ADMA. All right. So Chief, they are both simultaneous. Yes. Yep. Point control is a component of the volume profile indicator, and the volume profile is this gray goo right here, little histogram looking thing. Point of control is this orangish yellow line, and that is the highest point of volume at that certain price on this time frame, and it changes with the time frame. So 1 year will be different, 3 month will be different, right there. But the point of control in this particular time frame is at 4/16/60. There is the VIX. Look around the market, definitely a mixed bag here in tech. The Qs currently it's kind of got this little pennant forming right here. We're right at the point of control, and we're right up touch. We're approaching pre-market highs for the Qs. We'll see what happens with the Qs. XLF kind of rounded out here on the top, and this strength is what makes SPY beast. 3-minute chart here, it's just really kind of just popping up this ADMA all the way up, just bounce off the ADMA here, about to bounce off it here, just up and up and up. So if I see strength continue to climb, the problem is here is we have this volume that's just low, and I don't. This is what I don't trust. I don't trust this rising price on declining volume because it's insanely manipulated. When you have this, anything can manipulate it. A little sell volume will pop this thing back down, and that's why I don't want to take a position up here. So I'm just going to sit on my hands here. I don't trust low volume pops like this. Yeah, but you look. Ben asked, "I don't like a higher delta. The 625 is 4 to 22 is only 35." Yeah, but look at the return for premiums. That's what I'd like to take into account here. That's why I've kind of formulated my strategy based on this. Is that that delta versus the premium yields me the return I want. Return I want. Patience is the name of the game. Name of the game. So VIX is still falling. Qs are increasing there still. Have I started my small account challenge yet? Negative. I am pivoting and going with Webull instead of TOS. So hopefully I'll still have that this week. All right, squeeze my momentum is still very much bullish on the 5. We're way above the ADMA on the 5-minute chart here with this for the SPY. I opened a TOS account and I put in $1,000, and the money still hasn't even come out of my E-Trade yet. So I already have an Webull account open from months ago. I just got to throw some money in there. So instead of trying to go through customer service to figure out why my money hasn't gone through the TOS, I'm just going to just throw in the Webull. Plus, I keep getting a lot of questions of why I'm not just using Webull anyway. So I'll just do it in Webull. Just to simple things up is all. I'm doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for y'all, and I want to use the system that y'all want the most. Super low volume right now. Things are just completely dying off, which is why we're trickling up here. I'm not buying a call up here. I'd like to, if I wouldn't mind taking another put. I just want to wait for confirmation. Right now, I don't see any confirmation, and I'm not comfortable taking calls, so I'm just going to sit in my hands here. Also, we also have the option to open up. I might sell a strangle if this thing starts trading sideways. I'll open up some strangles. So we'll see. Is the challenge going to be somewhat real time? It is going to be real time. It is going to be real time. That account I will show. Like, I'll make all the trades on the screen. Everyone show it so you can see everything move. All the profits grow and increase. What I'd like to do is what I'm thinking about doing is having, of course, my screen like you see here, and then maybe have like a little picture-in-picture of the Webull account right here. You'll see me take the trades, and then you'll see the profits or losses grow and fluctuate. So that's the goal. I want to make it as interactive as possible for you all. Can you give a quick 30-second recap on how you make all your math decisions? Well, yeah, I mean, basically, I don't necessarily pay attention to Vega on quick scalps like this. So it's really looking at the deltas. And like right now, I like to choose deltas at anywhere in the 3.5, 3.8 range up to the 4.2, 4.3 range. That's the deltas I like, which with my expirations always puts me in the range of $1.50 to $2 premiums. So I kind of narrow it down just by looking at the premiums. Now then, of course, you know, if they are not matching up, like if I see a 0.5 delta on the DTs I like and the premium is way low or way high, then I look at the EIV. And that tells me, are these premiums overpriced or underpriced? And that's kind of like narrows down on market sentiment. If we have a really high IV, puts are super expensive, you can kind of see where the market's going. And what happened on Friday? Puts were expensive last week, and look what happened. Friday tanked. So you can kind of figure out what the market's going to do. IV is the litmus test for the market. You can tell where the market's pricing their positions based on the IV. I have not done an official challenge with $1,000 challenge before. I have not. I mean, I've got my account that I've grown. I guess that's my own personal challenge, but I've never done a challenge before. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited to show y'all what you can do with $1,000. My only question is what position size I take. That's it. Which I think we talked about that last week. All right, here's the 5 right up here. Just pop 420 on the SPY, all the way down from 416, 415.93. So we're at a $4 move. Lambo or ramen. A high IV for SPY with these particular contracts would be about 15 to 17. Yeah, that's considered high. GameStop high would be like 400%. Webull offers 4 times the leverage for some reason. Nice. I'm going to step out for about 3 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. Getting a protein shake. All right, so let's start looking back in the past. Squeeze momentum is definitely cooling on the 3-minute. 5-minute here, still no signs of slowing down. We're right now at a support level back from weeks past. This is where it kept bouncing off of, right up here where we are now. This 420 level. All right, so SPY is currently 420.15. VIX still on the free fall right here. Man, just green after green after green. A lot of strength on the SPY there on the 5-minute chart. Using the 5-minute, 8 EMA on the 5-minute chart as a trampoline. Volume is terrible. That's why I'm not taking a position right now. It's awful. It's just is downward little crap. It's heavily manipulated once it reverses. So All right, so SPY finally starts wanting to flatten out here. A little bit of a green there on the bottom of the VIX, which is on the bottom. Qs increasing, XLK definitely beasting. So at this point, I'm looking to buy dips. I'm not interested in scalping quick puts on a day like today. So I'll be watching the VIX here, see if we can get some play in the VIX, and I'm going to buy some dips here. This is usually about the time where we get this little bit of a pullback, and then you can buy a dip for it to increase. So, no, Dennis, I'm just looking at the relative volume. It's all about relative volume. No, I do not buy shares. I only trade options, at least for my trading account. My long-term account, I buy shares, but my trading account, for the purposes of quote-unquote options millionaire, we only trade options. Yes, that would be correct. When I say buy dips, I mean I buy calls when it dips. Either way, there's absolutely no volume right now. So look at this, just absolutely decreasing volume. This whole morning is down, 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 which doesn't give me confidence. There's no conviction here. All right, let's look at the 5. Right here at the ADME on the 5. 3, getting a little bounce there on the 3. Those Qs are absolutely beasting right now. Ks are beasting. XLK's got this little bit of a pullback here. Let's see if they can bounce off theirs. SPY is right on their 8. I think we're going to go higher with the SPY as well. There's a lot of strength coming back into the Qs. What's the VIX doing? VIX is a little red right there. All right, there is their Q. There's SPY up here. Q down here. Yep. The EMAs on the 1 minute, for me, in my opinion, do not matter. I don't even look at them. Have I made a video on how I cross-reference SPY with other stocks? I don't. That's a good idea, though. I can do it, though. It's a very good idea. XLF is definitely falling here. I want to add the EMA to it. The 34 to that one. Down here, let's see. This one. Inputs 34 style. We're going to make that one the same color. It's this little light purplish stuff. Okay. All right, XLF is down here on the 34. Let's see what the SPY can do. Is that as well? I'd like to see a little more dip here in the SPY, and then we'll look at taking some calls to bounce back up. Be a little more selective here with this entry. Big sell here on the XLF, right down on the 34 EMA. VIX is starting to increase just a touch, just a touch. All right, and this is where I'll be looking at taking a position here because XLF is starting to get a bounce. The SPY is starting to get a bounce here, and the VIX is starting to fall off a little bit. So, y'all know on a trend day, it loves to bounce off the 8 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and that's exactly what it's doing. So, I'll be waiting. I want to be very stringent with this entry, especially after you take a loss. You always want to be very cautious and be smart on your second entry, especially after a loss. I saw a photo. You saw a photo of me on Patreon. You resemble Jocko from behind. I'll take that as a compliment. Any comparison to Jocko, I will absolutely take as a compliment. So thank you. Yeah, Matt, I'm trying to figure that part out. JNPC is up almost $3,700. Nicely done. Awesome stuff, man. Good stuff. I love when y'all make money. Even if I lose money, it still makes me happy that y'all make money. Well done. Awesome stuff. So you got me for another 45 minutes, and I'll be signing off of the YouTube stream. Going to take care of a few things, make a few YouTube educational videos. VIX currently down here on the bottom. XLF getting its bounce off the 34. There you go, JNPC. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Is that what you just came in? I think it was, yeah. Thanks for joining the Patreon. Awesome stuff. Another join. Y'all have been very generous this weekend, man. I super appreciate it. I will do everything in my power to give y'all the best product I can. Return the favor back to you. Spent a whole bunch of time this weekend putting the last finishing straws on the personal budgeting tool. I think it looks fantastic. It's been pretty awesome using it for 8 years, but I think I've trying to modernize it, trying to publicize it, make it where it's appeals to the masses, and I don't have to put in the hard thing with building this personal budgeting tool is the automation. because I had an awesome product, but it required a lot of inputs at the beginning of every month, me to do a lot of stuff, and I don't expect everyone to do that. So my intention was to completely automate this, where even the most beginner of Excel can use this budgeting tool to the max ability. And that's what I've been working on, is automation. And automation takes a long time in Excel, especially when you're not using macros. I don't want to use macros because a lot of people can't use macros with their setup. So it takes a lot of automation. And I think I've nailed it. So I'm looking forward to releasing that tool. I would love a video or podcast on the wash rule and how it impacts trading losses. It's hard to do that, Sarah. With options, I have asked my accountants, my CPAs, I've asked people that I trust in the market, and people cannot give me a straight answer of how it affects your taxes, the wash rule. Because the whole big thing is the inherently similar contracts. In terms of, if you buy a different expiration but same strike, or same strike, different expiration, or if you buy SPY June 25th and then SPY June 30th, is that the same thing? And I can't get a straight answer. I've never been able to get a straight answer. All I know is that it's never affected me. So I've never had to deal with it in taxes. So I've tried that. Yeah. Someone says, I think the best thing you could do is add to new traders is bash them over the head with the account or with the position sizes. I've tried that. I've posted it all over my disclaimers, all over my Discord, Reddit, that you have to use position sizes. But I've come to realize is that no matter what I say, people are going to use large position sizes. They're going to use 100%, 90% position sizes. There's nothing I can do about that. And I've tried, and I'll keep on saying it till I'm blue in the face, because the position sizes are so key. And you know what? Yesterday, I want to highlight last week, what happened last week. Last week was a record week for the Discord since we started. I made a crazy amount of money last week, and I was trading 100 contract lots. That's it, which is a very small position size of my portfolio, much smaller than what I've been trading. And I think my success last week was attributed to that. Just I threw 100 contracts in there, purchase, 100 contracts, purchase. Nice and easy, small position sizes. They were ranging anywhere from $6,000 up to $20,000 position sizes, depending on the premium. And that was a contributor to my success. Position sizes not only protect you when you lose, but it also frees up your emotions when you're trading. You don't have to make stupid decisions. You don't double clutch. Like if you're going to push it and if you're using 100% position size, and especially in volatile conditions, you're going to question yourself. You're going to hesitate. You're going to miss entries. Could be like, oh, I don't want to press this button because if it goes wrong, I lose 100% of my portfolio. And you miss entries. And you sit there, instead of making a trade, you sit there over and over for an hour, second guessing yourself. And by the time you do that, the position's over. Or you'll take a great position and you'll cut it loose at a 3% profit instead of letting it run to 30% because you're too scared to let those profits run. It all boils down to managing your emotions. And I think last week was a huge testament to that, because I took smaller position sizes and I went 20 for 23, and I think I profited $48,000 last week, minus commissions. I think my commissions were about $1,600. So minus commissions, I made $48,000. And just by taking nice small positions. I went 20 for 23. Y'all know I started out the week on Monday. I went over 2 on Monday, and then I went on a tear. Tuesday through Friday, I went on a tear. And it's all because I took small position sizes. A lot of questions I'm missing. We'll see where we go. I don't have a position on. I don't have a video on position sizes, but I definitely need to do one. Because people just don't. That's the number one mistake I see. Like when I post, what's amazing, actually, I'm going to highlight this too. This was the first time I've ever posted a loss and not got a DM, which is pretty fantastic. Usually I get DMs, hey, I just blew up my account on that loss. Well, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. What you're seeing, like when I think I posted, was that a 17% loss I just posted? It's a 17% loss of a very small position size. So to me, it's no big deal. I'll just move on. But if you are YOLOing 100% of your portfolio, you just lost 17% of your entire money. I can't help you with that. I can't soothe you because that's a huge burn. I don't have enough burn ointment to soothe that for you because you just YOLO your entire position. It's great when it pays off. It's great when you make 17% of your entire portfolio, but it sucks when you lose 17% of your entire portfolio. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. One contract at a time. There's nothing wrong with that, Ryan. I've scaled. Nathan says I've scaled down from 15 to 20 down to 10 because of you, and it just win-win. That's right. It's all about controlling your emotions. Your emotions are your number one thing you need to fix. If you don't have the proper emotions and mindset to do this, you could forget about learning about EMAs and volume profile and all this crap. Doesn't matter. You could even follow veterans trades to a T, and you're still going to lose if you can't control your emotions. Emotions is what's separate. Like, emotional people do not do well in this market. If you are an emotional person, you can't do well in this market. You have to learn to control your emotions. If you get euphoric over a win or, self-loathing on a loss, you're not going to do well. You have to control the emotions. A little bit blight, a little bit changed. The name didn't change, though. That's right, Nathan. Great stuff. Well, Chris Wang says, yeah, it's all about, everyone's position size is big. That's why I'm not too keen on posting my position sizes, because I did it last week because I wanted to be transparent with the community, because I'd never shown my position sizes before. So for all I could be trading a $500 account. So I wanted to trade my position sizes so y'all could see that. And I'm not going to do that again for a while. I just want to do that for y'all to see what I'm capable of, to build that trust. But what my position sizes is different for yours. That's why it's not important for me to post my position sizes, because y'all need to know what is big for you is not big for me, and vice versa, or big for anybody else. So it's all based on what you want to trade with. That's right, Bob blah blah. 1 or 2 contracts at a time. I think the $25,000 challenge will help people for sure. That's right. That's right. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Do not look at, I mean, if I get all euphoric about what happened last week, I could lose it all in a day and it's all gone. So don't think about the weeks, think about the years, the decades. You want to be, if you're an 18-year-old, you want to be doing this at 50 years old in your giant mansion, because you've had 30 years, 40 years of amazing trading. You've learned how to do this properly. James, I only do live streams on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do not stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, enough yapping. Let's get back to the chart. So the VIX, right here on the POC, and you got this thing is just flying flat. Q's right now bouncing just above their POC on the chart here. Let's look at the 1 month, see what that's doing. Way above their POC on the 1 month chart. 1 day, let's go to the 3. So as Q's getting the bounce just above their 21 XLK there, is on the 21 XLF. Right on the 8, crossing up. VIX is starting to decrease. SPY getting a bounce here on the 5 or the ADMA. 5-minute chart, they're the same thing. I work night shift, Ben, so I have a very I'm very blessed in terms of my trading hours. An average of 1% a day gets nuts really fast. And that, if you could average 1% overall profit every day, that's phenomenal. You would be top 10% of the trading industry at least. You have to realize, like, this influx of online traders you have to be aware of is that everyone thinks they're a professional now because of this crazy bull run we had in 2020 and then 2021. So it was just easy. You put your money in, risk-free buying, boom, that's it. And you make money. But that's slowly coming to an end, or quickly coming to an end, depending on how you look at it. And you have to be cautious of who you listen to these days because everyone thinks they're a professional. So just be careful who you listen to and who you follow. It's not reality. What we had in 2020 is not reality. They will learn. They will learn. Hey, what's up, Bree? How's it going, babe? I work, yeah. So, yeah, I actually just got home, so I don't sleep much. I'm not much of a sleeper. I do work, yes. Bullish teacup forming. I don't know what that is. Is that a London term? I'm not sure. I don't do pattern charting, obviously. That's awesome, GMPC. Screaming deal. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. I just joined the Patreon. Pumped for this join. Thanks, Cade. Appreciate that, man. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for supporting, coming out. It's awesome stuff. I'm Gonna give you all a good product. Tell me what you think about episode 3 of the Making Millionaires podcast, exclusive for Patreon members. Got a 4th episode coming out this Thursday. All right, so let's take a look here. Financial sector's dipping down again. You got SPY right now is forming a little bit, this flatness right here. Qs are doing that. So after this crazy bullish morning, this little $4 move, it's trading sideways. VIX is not moving anywhere. It's just weird, no volume and nonsense. So very interesting day for sure. Very interesting day for sure. This appears to be a put entry position, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to wait for confirmation for sure. I just don't like this action at all. Like, they had this huge run up, and then now it's trading sideways. I just don't like it. So man, talk about boringness. Look at this. Just a nasty, like little decreasing nonsense. Thought it was going to be a fun morning after that, and then just nothing. Nothing. Is there many days where you just watch and don't enter position? I wouldn't say many, but it happens. It happens. Yes, Lee, I am doing a 1K challenge. I'll be doing it, I guess now Webull. So it'll be, I'll initiate the funds again this week. See if we can get that rolling. Do you own any raw land as an investment? I do not own any raw land, but I do own other properties. I'm in the process of procuring some raw land. But land is so incredibly expensive right now. I do not want to be buying inflated prices. That's the problem. Where can I follow the 1K challenge? I will be doing it in the Discord. I'll be doing a Discord, showing it in there. What do I do for work? I am an Air Force pilot. Mike Smith. Booked a 5.5% gain so far. Nice, Johnny. Fantastic stuff. Awesome stuff. Yes, it'll be a cash count, Jeff. How do we follow the 1K challenge on Discord when he's starting? I'll hopefully be started this week. It all depends on when the funds clear now. Has the VIX stopped falling? Let's take a look. Thanks. I have a voice of a pilot. Thank you. All right, VIX is currently bouncing right here. Got a little green. See if we can continue on up and bring the SPY down. That's what I'll be looking for. Take a little put entry. Qs are dipping. Ks are dipping. F's kind of flat. Crazy day for sure. Does your trading chair have an ejector seat on it as well? It does not. It does not. Sometimes I wish it does. When I'm getting 8 million hateful DMs from posting a loss position, I wish I could eject. Switching to guns. Which one of my moves caused me to get the most hateful DMs? Honestly, it was the 60% loss. That got a lot of DMs. But not as bad as when I first started. Because when I first started, like my first 2-3 weeks being this OM character, like, obviously not many people trust me. They just saw this as a successful person and they wanted to mimic. And I didn't really have a foundation of trust. So they obviously followed my plays 100%. And then, obviously the first loss I posted, people came out of the woodworks, which is fine. But I was, that's, getting used to it. And it was fun, me being this private person, all of a sudden posting my plays publicly and then getting smoked on the first play. So it was nice. It was nice. Probably it was definitely one of the first plays of being in the Discord. Yeah, I do. If I make some people some money, I do get good DMs as well. So I will say that I do get a lot of good DMs. Haters gonna hate. That's right. That's just human nature, People are more apt to cling towards negative publicity than they are positive publicity. That post the loss I posted today just got more emoji votes than any of the 20 wins I posted last week. It is what it is, and it's just human nature, unfortunately. But it's fine with me. I can handle it. I've been yelled at officer school and in basic training, 2 different trainings with several MTIs. I can handle it. What's your main motivation for doing this? Streaming videos? Well, those are all different proponents, but I didn't really know. When I first started this, I didn't really know what my motivation was because it was so new. I did not expect this. I did not log on to the internet on March 26, 2021, thinking I am going to have a successful online influencership. Had no idea what that was. I posted, obviously I posted my system on Reddit. And 2 days later, I had 2,500 people. And then here we are at, 9,000 people on Reddit. So I'm trying, I love helping. I love teaching. The fact that when I teach y'all something and you actually absorb it, and I see people making a lot of money and I get DMs saying, hey man, I used what you taught me and I just made 20%. Like, it's awesome. I love it. If I can help people avoid the mistakes that I made, I mean, that to me is a reward enough. I love it. Yeah. And sometimes it's just to sit here and talk to people, like learning, like meeting veteran and all the other cool people. And like, it's awesome. Different walks of life, different age groups. We've got 15-year-olds in here. We've got 60, 70-year-olds in here. We've got people from all over the country, which is really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, people, I mean, it is what it is. If people want to blame me for losses, that's their prerogative. But, we're all adults here, and I've got it. I've said a million times, I'm not a professional. I don't hold any professional licenses. I'm just really good at this. I just happen to be really good at making money. So if I can share that with y'all, that's all I can do. Thank you, Julie. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm very much grateful to y'all as well. I'm grateful to everybody in this community. It's been an awesome journey, man. Even this past week has been absolutely fantastic. Like, the gratuity from y'all and the support from y'all and the DMs that I've gotten are absolutely incredible. So, yeah, absolutely no volume. So I'm not taking a position until I see volume. You're right, Johnny. You're right. Just no volume. Look at that. See those volume just down, 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 down. Just everything decreasing. So we'll see. It depends on what the volume is, JD. It depends what the volume gives me. That's right. That's right. I mean, that's all it is. And there's a reason why that, Nathan, is because volume is very, very, very important. So it all depends with the volume. If I see a big volume spike and then we get this downward trend, we'll take some puts. If we bounce off this little sideways chop and go upwards, then we'll take some calls. Yeah, this is absolutely theta burn time. Absolutely is. You know what? Let's take a look at some theta plays. That's a good idea, Ryan. All right, let's take a look at some 0.2 deltas here on the 23rds. I like the 23rds here. So the 0.2s put me right around the 424 levels. We're at 420. I want to go, let's go with the 0.1s, 425s. I like the 425s here. No, I don't do 0 DTEs. I would probably do the 23rds to see what this looks like here in terms of 411s. Ooh, I like these. I like the way these are priced. Yeah. Yeah, trust me. The power and selling some strangles are fantastic. Nice, Bob. Yeah, one contract. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Or y'all got me for about another 15 minutes. I'm going to sign off here, go get a few things done, especially with this nasty, nasty low volume crap. Little volume picking up here on the red. Possibly Silver Bluff. Possibly. Definitely be on the Patreon chat. Well, it depends on the volatility, man. You know, I don't want to sit here and do nothing for an hour. I got a lot of stuff to do in terms of creating some content, so I'd rather use that time wisely instead of sitting here watching this sideways chop. I do like answering questions, though. Am I bullish or bearish? I don't really like to categorize myself one way or the other. Your account's plus 6.4. Nice, nice. So we've been, what is it, since about an hour now, we've been in this little 4960 to, I mean, a little 80-cent range, just chop, chop nasty. How do you determine the spread between the strikes and the calls and put? It all depends. I bring in the IV, the implied volatility, and the deltas. So I try to start out at the 0.1 deltas. If they're not priced right, or if they're just skewed one way or the other. If, like, for example, last week I looked at selling a strangle, and I was looking at the 0.1s, and it made the puts way too far out. So yeah, I brought that up a little bit, and that did very well on that. So it all depends on the pod volatility. All depends on the deltas. You're welcome, Ryan. Thanks for being here all the time. Got my pilot's license 1970. Very nice. You still flying? You still doing with it? Do anything with it? Man, this is just boring. We had a lot of fun last week, but this is just boring. Had some fun this morning. Your dad's got a Cessna 172 parked in Palm Springs, California. Nice. Trend days are the best. This is a different kind of day though. We're not necessarily, I mean, yes, it's got the indicators of a trend day, but this usually trend days don't trade this flat for this long. I don't know, Joshua. I don't know. I doubt it. I love what I do. I don't do my job for the money, so I love what I do. Plus, not to mention, I have contractual obligations with the Air Force. One day, though. Me too, Johnny. I love it. It's the best job in the world. Is there a reason to trade SPY over SPX? The only real positive over SPY is liquidity. Much more liquid with the SPY than SPX. SPX, you have to be very careful of your positions because if you stray, I mean, even if you go 2 to 3 DT out, you could get stuck in a position, depending on your account size, of course. If you're trading 1 to 2 contracts, no big deal. If you're trading 30, 40 contracts on SPX, then you could get stuck. So you got to be careful. Other than that, SPX is definitely better. You have better tax advantages, lower commissions. Not to mention, it is considered 60% long-term investment. So definitely better on SPX side. But SPY, you got the liquidity. You can get in and out instantly. You don't have to worry about being stuck. Does it not? Yeah, Bryson asked, does Webull not offer SPX? I don't know. Either way, I won't be trading that on the 1 to 25K challenge, but I don't know. I would hope it does. Oh, yeah, I bet, Johnny. I bet. That's right, Chief. That's right. I could sing that song in my sleep. Interesting. Webull does not offer SPX. That's a downside. Nathan, number 1 is F16. Number 2 is the diamond. I know a lot of people don't like the diamonds. I love the diamonds. Obviously, if I was, talking in terms of much higher dollar price, that I would do the Cessna Caravan. But in terms of buying my own aircraft, it would be the diamonds. Number 1, F-16 is this incredibly fun aircraft. I think it's one of the best we have in terms of design. I like the diamond aircraft because you fly it with a stick, not a yoke, and I think that's obviously all. Yeah, I learned on a stick, and I like flying with a stick. Plus, it's installable. You can't even install the diamonds. All right, Harlem Trades. All right, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I'll see you Wednesday. I'm about to sign off here myself in about 5 minutes. You're right, Ryan. Yeah, but they're coming back. Really, Webull does not offer SPX. That is unfortunate. That is not a good thing for Webull. Didn't know that. A10 is my favorite one in terms of if I was able to fly it. Yeah. All right, so right here we got this little red forming here. VIX has got a little green, just a little. I have to zoom in with the magnifying glass to see it. There you go. See that little green thing right there? Hey, little buddy. What's up, little buddy? Qs. Azure XLK. XLKF is still going up. I've never flown the A10, but I would have to say the A10 would be one of my all-time favorites. Didn't watch it. Couldn't tell you JRYS. I don't watch football. I don't watch pro football. Man, you've been all over the C-130s. C-130s are not a sexy aircraft. Man, what a beautiful plane. I love it. If you gave me a choice to fly any cargo aircraft, it'd be a 130. Tell me about it, John. Yeah. See you, Henny. Have fun. Do I plan on posting more plays off live stream? What do you mean? Like, well, once I sign off, I will still be monitoring the Discord. So if I do see a play, yeah, I'll post it in Discord. Yeah. All right, it is 11 o'clock. So, which one is a Galaxy or Starlift or hard to blue? Yeah, Galaxy is a C5. Until we get volume, we can't really predict on much. So, all right, it is 11 o'clock. I'm going to sign off here. I will still be minding the chat. I'll ping the room if I see a play coming up just so we can jump on top of that. But y'all be on the lookout. Currently 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. Got about 4 hours until the market closes. I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for spending the time talking. I know we kind of rambled on there with this nice, nasty sideways chop, but there's only so many times I could say SPY is flat. So anyway, hopefully we get a little bit better action to continue on the momentum from last week going into this week. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe to this channel. If you are new, so you can continue to get notifications, come over and hang out in the Discord or in the Patreon and the Discord. We got some cool stuff going. Veteran is joining the team in the Patreon to offer y'all a little bit more return for your dollar. So thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can get a little more stuff going on this week. I'll still be on the Discord. Be on the lookout for that. Outside of that, I appreciate you being here, man. Thank y'all very much. I'm out of here. See ya.